Greetings, Kings. Humans are like machines. We need maintenance before, during, and after a tactical LARP in Mom's basement. And in today's video, I'd like to talk a little bit about the during aspect of the operation. If you don't take care of yourself and do your basic hygienic needs while out in the field, you will very quickly run into issues, and nobody wants to be taken out of the fight for a case of rotten crotch or the silent killer of gingivitis. So in today's video, we're going to be going over a bit about field sanitation, field hygiene, and the go-to field hygiene kit I have put together and been using for the past 7 years, both in permissive environments, non-permissive environments, and even in general casual travel. So putting a hygiene kit together is not an overly difficult thing to do, but I see a lot of people overlook it. They end up throwing something together and then forgetting items that they really wish they had, putting something together that isn't very well thought out, isn't very well organized, and takes up a lot of space that could be utilized for other things. This right here, this kit is something that I see a lot of people start off with. This hygiene sack or toiletries bag is cheap. They sell them at a lot of Army surplus stores, a lot of military post exchanges, and it ends up being the default go-to for a lot of guys because it's everywhere, it's cheap, and everybody uses them. And these aren't necessarily bad. I mean, they're a simple design. They have some attachment points to be able to pull out of a bag or hanging off of the wall of a shower, sure. But this is, in my experience, this ends up being a lot more space than I need for something as minimal as a hygiene kit. And it doesn't pack down very well. I mean, it's a loose sack. It doesn't really organize any of your items very well. It doesn't hold them securely. And I mean, if you want to pack something like this down, you really have to scrunch it up or try to squish it, and it ends up just making a lot of noise and generally is very disorganized. These aren't the worst thing in the world. They just don't really cut it for me. They're not very refined, and I don't need all this space. I'm not carrying a full bottle of shampoo or a thing of shaving cream on a long field exercise, or even just a hike of sorts, or a 2-day exercise, or some sort of shooting training event. So this, don't use these. Get this out of here. Now this is what I have put together. This hygiene kit is a lot smaller, and it has everything I need in it, nothing that I don't. The pouch itself is just an OSS pouch. I'm not sure what brand that is. I'm not familiar with this type of pouch. This came off of a little Russian replica remake kit I bought on Amazon, a basic admin pouch I had laying around that I decided that would probably work really well for my needs for keeping myself nice and clean while I'm out in the field. And it's been doing so very well. You could use something like a double mag pouch holder for like an M4, standard Stay Egg mag pouch, or some other sort of smaller admin pouch. This video isn't meant to be a here's what you should do. This is a here's what's worked for me, and I hope this allows you to put together a kit that works for you based on your need. Not everybody has the same needs when they're out in the field. I don't need foot powder. I don't ever really experience chafing. Those are items that I generally don't carry, but once I bust into this thing, you'll see some items that you might not have thought of, or you might not need yourself. So opening up this front flap here, just a buckle and it's Velcro. And inside of this section, I have just a lot of my smaller items. These are the kind of smaller things that I carry in this hygiene kit. And we'll go with the smallest one down to, or the largest one down to the smallest one. And that would be a small bottle of shampoo. You might not be taking showers in the field, and so this could be something that's omitted. However, I'd rather have it. It doesn't take up a lot of space. This small bottle I can wash my entire body with, and will last me, somewhere between a week to a month, depending on how often I'm bathing. And having a way to clean yourself is important. This kit is set up to be my all-round kit. Like I said, I use it for travel, I use it for tactical environments, I use it when I'm at drill. You can outfit your hygiene kit based on what you're doing. And it's nice to just have a small bottle of shampoo to keep yourself clean. Speaking of, oh, hello there. I guess we'll talk about the razors since they jumped out. I keep a couple razors in here. Again, I'm still in the military. I have to, be baby-faced when I'm in uniform. It's lame, it's gay. We got to do it. And I keep a couple razors for that. You can omit those two. Something I do recommend you always have is some hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is a go-to. You definitely need it to keep your hands clean. It's good to keep your hands clean when it comes time to eating, and you don't want to be eating food with dirty hands, especially after maneuvering around in the woods, handling firearms that have oil and lead, things like that on them, digging foxholes, just getting around in the jungle or in the woods. Your hands are going to get dirty, and you don't want to take dirty hands and use them to clean yourself or to eat, because that's how you introduce bacteria, that's how you get sick, that's how you can get infections, parasites, things like that. Keep your hands clean. It doesn't take much hand sanitizer to clean your hands for a long period of time. Have a little bottle like this. We all know you don't want to die of dysentery, okay? Next off, a paired item, your toothbrush and toothpaste. I cut down my toothbrush like this because it fits in this kit better, and I guess it reduces some weight, and I can still brush my teeth perfectly fine with a half-cut toothbrush. And then again, whatever toothpaste you prefer. Pick your favorite flavor, don't eat it. It's there to clean your teeth. You don't want to develop gingivitis on a 2-week field operation because you didn't pack a toothbrush or enough toothpaste. So something like this, a travel thing, if you use this kit while you're flying or something, you're not going to have to worry about TSA, throwing out your bag or getting pissy with you, and something like this will last me, 2+ weeks. Moving in, now that's everything that's in this compartment, this exterior compartment. What's kind of nice about this kit is it has some flaps to keep my toothbrush from interfering with anything else and getting dirty while this is packed away. Another side note, while I'm talking about this kit, is it is MOLLE on the back. So I've never attached this to the outside of a pack. It normally just lives inside somewhere. But in the event that you were limited on space or wanted to throw this on the outside, you certainly could. Just another consideration. Moving into the main compartment, this is where I keep some of the larger items. Up on top I have, how do I want to organize this? Let's see. I've got an antifungal and a Neosporin antibacterial cream. Small cuts and scrapes. You want to take care of those, make sure they're clean, make sure you're not bleeding, take care of any scabs or anything like that. And usually when I'm washing my hands or doing other hygiene events, having the Neosporin on hand to just put on some basic cuts and abrasions and things I haven't taken care of already, it's handy to have. This one's pain relieving, so I won't have to be distracted in case I get cuts on my hands or anything while wading my way through brush or manipulating my rifle or pistol in an environment, in a relatively harsh environment. Antifungal cream is good just in case you start to develop any sort of jock itch, chafing, or athlete's foot. Those are pretty minor concerns at the beginning and usually won't interfere with you in the short term, but in the long term, when you're talking 1 to 2 weeks, you really want to keep those things in check before they become a much worse issue. So having just some basic cream for that, or a spray if you've got a little more space and it's a little more convenient to keep your bits from starting to get rotten. Getting further into the kit here, I've got an absolute essential, a must-have baby wipes. It's folded in half here to keep it nice and packed down into the kit better, but baby wipes, extremely important. Nobody wants to fight with a dirty ass, okay? It's not okay. Don't be that guy. You can also use baby wipes to give yourself a baby wipe shower or a baby wipe bath, whatever people want to call it. Wipe yourself down, just keep the bacteria off of you and keep you from smelling super bad. Something else I want to talk about. There's this kind of macho stigma that you should be smelling like shit if you're out in the field. Don't shower, don't bathe yourself. Mother Nature doesn't smell good. The woods don't smell good. You should smell like shit. That has some basis. It has some fact. Okay, when you're out in the woods and if you're in an environment in which you are fighting, if you're in an environment that is not permissive, you have people who are looking to do you harm or hunt you in your Minecraft server, yes, your smell and your scent can give you away. People who walk the Appalachian Trail or who do overland camping, things like that, they know that someone who hasn't been out in that environment for a long time will smell very clean due to have been out in the shit and deployments, or even in long 1 month plus or 2 week plus training environments, will know or can tell when someone who hasn't been out there with them comes to check up on them or comes into their AO in close proximity. People smell clean when they are coming from a normal civilized environment out into your less than ideal environment. So you don't want to smell super clean, right? But you also don't want to smell like straight up BO either. Smelling super clean and smelling like absolute dog shit can give away your position, yes. And those smells can linger in buildings and in areas, more enclosed areas, if you spend even a little bit of time there. So it goes both ways. Guys who say that you want to smell as bad as possible, you don't want to smell good, they aren't 100% right on that. You don't want to smell horrendous, but you don't want to smell really clean either. So getting unscented baby wipes, getting unscented methods of cleaning yourself, check your sources, make sure they truly are unscented, and use them sparingly. But keep yourself clean. Don't let yourself become too dirty. Don't stay too clean, okay? Keep it in the middle somewhere. You want to smell like nothing, or you want to smell like your environment. And that finally brings us to our last item. I have a half stick of deodorant in here. Obviously, again, get unscented if you're going to use deodorant, all right? I do it for the sake of everybody around me. This kit is primarily set up for normal civilian travel or training with the boys. I'm not worried about being hunted in the woods. Again, though, if you are worried about that type of stuff, unscented is the way to go, or none at all. Just know that you need to keep yourself clean. Don't smell like shit. Lastly, too, a side note here, if you aren't going to carry shampoo or deodorant or anything, you can use unscented hand sanitizer to kill some of the bacteria in some of the areas of your body that emit body odor the most, and that can be a good way that evaporates very quickly to keep those scents down. So I hope that this kit was able to give you guys a good idea and understanding of what one option a way looks like to pack your hygiene kit. It's, again, very important that you don't let yourself go and neglect your basic human needs and hygienic needs while you're out in the field, because that's a really good way to develop some very, at first, minor issues that can really develop into something far worse while you're out in the field and take you out of the fight, or even give you some medical bills that you could have easily avoided had you just had a nice organized kit packed away somewhere to take care of those basic needs. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Thanks for watching, Kings. See you in the next one. Keeping yourself clean and healthy, you'll very quickly start to run into some issues and start to break down in the field, and nobody wants to be taken out of the fight. Oh my God! Whoa! I felt the wind off of that on my arm. Holy shit.